Hello, it's Blue Orange 22, and I want to talk about the fact that I am proud to be a men's rights activist, and I am open about being a men's rights activist. I'm an MRA, and I tell people that. I put it on my social media, I put it on my Tinder, I tell my family, I tell my friends, I tell people at work, I tell people in my social life, I'm a men's rights activist, and I'm open about it, and I'm proud about it. And I get some negative responses, but when I talk to people and they see, hey, this guy's kind of a solid dude, like he's just kind of a normal guy and he seems chill and he seems rational and he explains his points well, people's perceptions change very fast. And it's not that people become MRAs all of a sudden, but it's like they accept me and they see MRAs in kind of a different light. You know, you see this all the time when like you have a Democrat and a Trump supporter and they both think the other one's crazy, and then they start talking and they realize, well, we disagree on some stuff, but maybe they're not as crazy as I thought. Maybe they are kind of, okay. And I find that I have this experience a lot when I talk to people and when I tell them that I'm a men's rights activist, but then they know me as a person and they interact with me as a person and they see, hey, this guy's actually, okay, we may disagree on some of these things, but he's not crazy. He's not some crazy misogynistic incel terrorist, blah, 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 whatever, which is what a lot of people think about MRAs in the first place. And so I don't want to pressure other MRAs into becoming open and public about it, but I honestly do think that that's what we need to do to really make things change. People need to know that their friends, their neighbors, their coworkers, maybe even their partners and family are men's rights activists. I've been on dates where I mentioned that I was an MRA, and it went very, very badly. But by the end of the date, I was actually kind of able to fix it because my regular self came through. And it's like, look, yeah, I have these beliefs, but let me tell you what these beliefs are. If you're an MRA, you know that we just believe in equality, and that's really kind of all we want. So sometimes all you have to do is have a conversation with someone. And you have to be prepared to have a very negative first response. You may be called an incel, you may be called blah, blah, blah. You've all heard the insults, you know what people say. But if you just kind of persevere a little bit, stay calm, stay cool, and just have a conversation about it, you can change the way people think. I've done it actually quite a lot, and I do think things are starting to change now. So don't make being an MRA like your whole personality. Don't be one of those obnoxious people who's like obsessive about it and always going on a crusade about it. Yeah, when I pull behind someone and they have like 50 Trump bumper stickers on their car, it's like, and like a big Trump flag and a big MAGA flag, it's like, dude, like, come on. Like, I would defend Trump on a lot of things. I think that the Democratic Party and the left-wing media definitely slander Trump, and they definitely make him look worse than he is. But do I think that Trump is so great that I'm going to put a flag on the back of my car? No. The dude is a narcissist who, he built a good economy, but he doesn't know how to act as president, and so he made a lot of enemies. He's not someone that I'm so inspired by that I'm going to put a big flag up. So don't be a men's rights activist like that. Don't be an MRA who's like obsessive about it all the time. Be someone who is a normal person, but you're also a men's rights activist. Don't lie about it, be open about it, but don't like push it down people's throats too. And you might find people respond in a much more positive way. And you don't have to make the person become an MRA. As long as they start thinking of MRAs as, hey, these guys, I don't agree with them, but, they're solid dudes. I can see what they're, I can see their point. I can at least respect them. That's progress. And that's something that's good. And that's something that we should do. So I'm going to really try and start doing videos every day. I know I've talked about that for years and I've never actually done it. The problem is there's not really many more topics to talk about that I haven't already covered on this channel. If you take pretty much every major men's rights issue, conscription, circumcision, pension ages, the education gap, the employment gap, the homeless gap, domestic violence, the incarceration gap, etc., I've already done like 2 or 3 videos on every one of those topics already, and none of them have really changed because they're kind of the same thing. So maybe just because I have more subscribers, I'll start doing videos again on older topics, or maybe I'll just do like a vlog and kind of just start talking about other stuff, because believe me, I have a very big life outside of the men's rights movement, and I have lots of other interests too. So I don't know. We'll see where this channel goes. But I've stopped drinking alcohol, by the way, which was a huge difference. I used to drink way too much. I won't use the term alcoholic, but definitely when COVID and lockdown happened, I definitely started drinking too much, and that definitely affected my videos. I think it definitely hurt me. Um, and I've gone back to doing a pure paleo diet, and it just makes a big difference, And I cut back to just a couple of drinks a week. I'd have a couple beers, or not beers because I'm paleo, but a couple shots of vodka on a Friday night in the bar. Like a light drinker, right? But even then, I realized, it's like, why drink at all? And then I thought, well, what about coffee? Is coffee really good for you? Not really. So I cut that out too, and I don't drink coffee anymore. And then I started doing intermittent fasting. So I only eat between 2 and 10 p.m. And this whole obsession with health kind of took over. And it's changed me a lot. I feel so much better. And it's not that I never drink alcohol or never drink coffee or sorry.
Our light shine brightest for those who are devastated.
Sorry about that. But I will say, when you really take your diet seriously and when you really get focused, it's a huge difference. And I don't want to be preaching about diet, but I will just say, when I went very hardcore, pure paleo, intermittent fasting, no alcohol, no coffee, no sugar, no fruit juice, nothing like that at all, it made a very big difference. And, I just thought I'd throw it in there. But anyway, that has nothing to do with really anything. But that's just kind of my takeaway, I guess, that I hope you get from this video. Don't lie about being an MRA. Don't hide it. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to be a men's rights activist. The men's rights movement is a good movement, and we should be seen that way. So anyway, I'm Blue Orange 22. Thank you very much.